Celebrating the impact of graduate research training. Graduate research training is critical to a knowledge-based economy and Australia's future prosperity. The Australian Council of Graduate Research is celebrating the impact of graduate research by highlighting the excellence and relevance of their work that bridges knowledge gaps, solves novel problems, and produces diverse and important outcomes. University of Melbourne PhD student Raman Raisi is recycling tyres to make pavements. His research has led to the invention of a permeable pavement product comprising 50% recycled tyres that can sustain light to medium traffic and is suitable for most surfaces in urban areas, including pedestrian walkways, driveways, and car parks. Not only does this product recycle millions of wasted tyres, unlike conventional asphalt paving, Raman's product allows water to pass through the surface, reducing the risk of flash floods, stormwater runoff, and pollution in waterways. This smart and sustainable product has been trialled successfully, and Raman has co-founded a startup company, Porous Lane, to commercialise his product. With more than 56 million tyres ending up in Australian landfill every year and less than 10% recycled, the impacts for the circular economy are expected to be considerable. Western Sydney University PhD student Kristen Petrov is saving the Bellinger River turtle. In mid-February 2015, a significant mortality event wiped out the whole population over a 2-week period. Covered in ulcers, they were dying on the river's banks. But mysteriously, the disease didn't affect the closely related but non-native Murray River short-necked turtle. Quick intervention by the researchers enabled a captive population of the native snapping turtles to be established, preventing immediate extinction. Kristen's research has been fundamental to the subsequent recovery of the species as it examines the differences between the two turtle species in their distributions, diets, and immune systems, and hopes to explain why one survived the disease and the other died. Her work has led to the federal and state reclassification of the species as critically endangered and guided the allocation of more than $2 million of Saving Our Species, SOS, for conservation efforts. As scavengers, turtles play a crucial role in stabilising food webs and redistributing nutrients back into the ecosystem. Understanding this devastating event will be important to guide future management and improve river health. Griffith University PhD graduate Dr. Jeff Thompson is providing better mental health training to the police and the military. As a New York City law enforcement veteran and former hostage negotiator, Dr. Thompson has combined his extensive professional experiences with a PhD in legal practice so that he can help people going through the worst moments of their lives. His use of the data and science behind conflict situations has resulted in a profound understanding of the importance of rapport, empathy, influencing tactics, and active listening in these situations. He detects patterns in mental health data that can identify a person approaching crisis point, and then uses this information to develop mental health training programs. Dr. Thompson's mental health programs have been rolled out to over 30,000 law enforcement officers in the United States and worldwide, ensuring people in crisis are supported. He's provided crisis communication training for the FBI, cadets at the West Point Military Academy, and law enforcement crisis negotiators from more than 100 agencies. Continuing to work as a detective and maintaining research collaborations with peers across the world, including Australia, he's enhancing knowledge and strategies on issues such as terrorism, hostage negotiation, mental illness, crisis communication, and suicide prevention. RMIT University PhD student Ebstem Alanizi has developed an innovative hydrogen sensor for medical and aeronautical use. Hydrogen sensors have many applications, including in fuel cells, batteries, and medical diagnostics. However, current commercial hydrogen sensors operate using high heat, around 150 to 400 degrees Celsius and only measure either tiny amounts of hydrogen or much larger concentrations. Epsom's research has produced a light-activated hydrogen sensor that produces ultra-precise results at room temperature. This prototype is unmatched by hydrogen sensors currently on the market. The room temperature sensor is not only safer to run, it's also cheaper, making it highly valuable technology. A provisional patent application has been filed, and the research team is collaborating with companies to commercialise the sensor. Infinity Fuels, a contractor for NASA, is currently testing the sensor for its feasibility to be used in aerospace applications. But the technology is also being explored for use in the medical diagnosis and monitoring of gastrointestinal disorders. The new chip could be used in handheld sensing devices to detect minuscule levels of hydrogen on the breath instantly, replacing existing analysis in off-site laboratories. Southern Cross University PhD graduate Dr. Luke Jeffrey has discovered exciting new features of the global methane cycle. Over the past 50 years, we've learned a lot about how greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, are dramatically altering the Earth's climate. Wetlands are a natural resource of methane, with below-ground methane transported upwards and outwards by trees. Luke has identified novel methane-eating microbes living in the bark of the common Australian paperbark tree, Melaleuca. His world-first discovery suggests the role of trees within the global methane cycle may need to be re-examined. The research has shown the unique microbes can consume the methane released from trees, potentially representing a significant new methane sink. This new knowledge will be essential for future climate change mitigation strategies, helping land managers and decision makers maximise carbon sequestration in forests and avoiding potential and unwanted methane emissions. These are only 5 examples of the nearly 11,000 postgraduate students completing research degrees each year in Australia. Our current and graduated researchers are making a difference in so many different ways. Dimitrios Saradakis from University of South Australia, using virtual reality to improve the quality of life in aged care. Dr. Michelle Allen from QUT Pitch Project, preventing infections through cleaner hospitals. Dr. Hayden Robertson from University of Newcastle, unravelling the mysteries of responsive polymers. Ruwangi Fernando from Victoria University, using computer modelling to predict and manage traffic jams at major events such as the football. Dr. Nick Everett from Macquarie University, using oxytocin to address methamphetamine and opiate addiction. Dr. Stephanie Rayner from Macquarie University, extending life expectancy for MND sufferers. Piers Truter from the University of Notre Dame, managing simple fractures via a telehealth service. Dr. Elvina Parlin-Dungan from RMIT, identifying and utilising a new and natural food preservative. Muhammad Alif bin Ibrahim from James Cook University, supporting same-sex couples in Singapore experiencing socio-political stresses. For more stories of graduate research impact, visit the Australian Council of Graduate Research Impact blog.